Gang. All right, gang. So let's just recap what happened. All right, gang. So we price made this double bottom pattern. It'll either make a double bottom pattern or a double top pattern, making an M formation, or a double bottom pattern, making a W formation. We see this double bottom pattern March 3rd, and March 4th. At 0.618. Price will consolidate at 0.618 and 0.786. We see price consolidating. We zoom in a little bit more. We see price consolidating at 0.618. The small candlestick that's consolidating on the 15-minute. It did not break above 0.5 or 0.382. Price will consolidate at 0.618. Then price went down to 0.786 Fibonacci, and it will consolidate at 0.786. You can see this is around 12:30, 1 o'clock, 1:15, 2:45, 3:15, 3:30 in the morning. And then we finally see price, break back above 0.618, 0.5, 0.382, all the way up to 27 extension, take profit 15, 1965. So price will consolidate at these Fibonacci numbers. You have to be very, very patient. You have to be super patient with the market and determine which direction the market is going in before we just get in this market. Gang. So price will consolidate at 0.618 and 0.786, and it does exactly that. When it's going up, it'll usually go down and then make a higher low, as it was already in an uptrend before this. It was in an uptrend before this from 1915 all the way up to 1951. It was in an uptrend. Price made what? A higher low. Once price makes a higher low back down to 1930, price made what? A higher high back up to 0.618. Started consolidating at there before making another higher low at 0.786. It started consolidating here on our Fibonacci. So when price is consolidating at 0.618 and 0.786, price will consolidate at these levels. Even 0.5 consolidate at there before heading all the way up to 0 and then 27 extension. So you have to pay attention to that. Price will make a higher low, then make a higher high, then make another higher low before making a higher high, creating a double bottom pattern, a W formation. So be aware of that game. I just want to recap over that. Then we see price what? We see price even had past take profit 1965, and go all the way up to like 1970. Remember price went up to 1970, March 4th, 2022, closing the market. Then we see what? We see March 6th. March 6th, this is still March 4th. Price consolidating and went to 27 extension. Then March 4th, we see price, Sunday, this was Sunday, because of the war, what's going on with Ukraine, price has been rising up. Every time we've seen something going on with Russia and Ukraine, and like I said, Russia and commodities, a lot of commodities are and have to do with Russia as well. So we've seen gold go up because of a lot of commodities, they have their own gold. So this affect the market as well. Every time we've seen, as February 24th, we've seen price go all the way up to take profit 14, 1965, and that was February 24th, March 4th. Now we see price get back up here, and that was February 24th. What happened? Ukraine blew up a building in Russia blew up a building in Ukraine. That was February 24th, and then March 4th, we seen Russia had took over Ukraine um, um, nuclear plant base. As we went over the news already, fundamental news, that happened right March 4th. Then March 6th comes around. Because of that, every time we seen something going on with the news, it affects the market. So because of this, March 6th, we see price go up to take profit 15, 1975, and shoot all the way up to take profit 16, 1985, shooting all the way up to take profit 17. It almost went to take profit 18. It's at 2005. Price went all the way up to take profit 17. Starts at 1995 and went all the way up to 2000. And now this is the highest point that price has been at this year. It's at 2000. Once price got to 2000, this was March 6th. Price gets all the way up to 2000, right? Then price after it gets all the way up to 2000, it will retest. You know, so we have another Fibonacci here, right? Price will retest. You know, after price shoots all the way up here, it will retest and head back down. You know, and shoot back down just like it did February 24th. It shot all the way back down. Now this is March 6th. You know, price gets all the way up to 2,000. And then we see price what? Head all the way back down. We see price shoot from 2000 all the way back down to take profit 15, 1975, right? Basically going almost to take profit 14, 1965. The price shoots all the way back down to take profit 17. We drew our Fibonacci, and, you know, from the swing high to the swing low. You know, this is from the down. This is a uptrend. This is a downtrend, right? Let me zoom in a little bit more. Zoom out like that. Cool. Um, so this is where we're at right now, right? This is this is March 6th, 2022, and we see price get all the way up to 2000. Once price gets all the way to 2000, we draw our Fibonacci from the swing high to the swing low, back down to take profit 14. You know, 27 extension. This is take profit 14 right here as well, right? So, no, draw this over here, take profit 14. Right, so price gets all the way to take profit for. We're expecting price to get the 27 extension. We drew it from swing high to swing low. Price what makes a even star pattern, yellow candlesticks, star, and then black candlestick. This is an even star pattern. Let us know that when this will appear at the top of an uptrend, we have to pay special attention to what's going on in this market. It appear at the top of uptrend. You'll see an even star pattern. It forms right here, boom, and after that, what we see, price head all the way back down, basically to zero. It goes right to 1975, right to take profit 15. Zero's right at 1973. Price is exactly at zero right now, 1973. And you know, this is March. This is starting March. That was March 6th. This is 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, March 7th, 2022, Monday. You know, March 7th, 2022. And we see price basically get to zero. And after price makes a, you know, after price, you know, heads back down, you know, as you know, making an even star pattern, letting us know we're in a downtrend now. Now we are in a downtrend after seeing this even star pattern right here. Yellow candlestick, star, black candlestick. This is an even star pattern right here, right at 0.786 Fibonacci. We see it. Then price heads back down to zero basically. And once price won't just keep going lower and lower, it will retest back up. And we see what price retest back up. It retests all the way back up to 1 basically at 2022. It retests all the way back up here, and then we see this bearish engulfing pattern right here, another candlestick pattern, bearish engulfing pattern. See another little even star pattern, can be kind of like an even star. See a bearish engulfing pattern, and then what? Boom, we see a downtrend, you know? So another trick game. Another trick. Draw your trend line. Once price heads down and gives us a signal that is making a lower low, and you know, it shows us this even star pattern at 0.786 Fibonacci, and then starts to retest back up. Wait for price to retest back up. As this move didn't happen until 6 o'clock in the morning, March 7th, 2022. It showed us a bearish engulfing pattern. Once price breaks this trend line, boom, we know that price is what? Heading back down. It breaks this trend line, shows us the bearish engulfing pattern at at 1 basically at 2022. Price heads up all the way to 2022. This is the highest it's been at, right? And then what? Price starts consolidating. We knew price was heading back down because it was consolidating at what? 0.786 Fibonacci. Price will consolidate at either 0.786 Fibonacci, 0.618 Fibonacci, 0.5, or 0.382 Fibonacci before heading back down. You know, and it was consolidating at 0.786 Fibonacci around 5 o'clock, March 7th, 2022. Finally breaks this trend line. You know, we drew our trend line. Once price breaks this trend line, shows us this bearish engulfing pattern at around 2001.67. And then what? Shows us this bearish engulfing pattern, black candlestick engulfing the yellow candlesticks, breaks this trend line. And then what? Boom, price is heading back down right to 27 extension as we speak. Right back down to take profit 15. 1965, or take profit 14. This is take profit 14. Basically, right back down to take profit 14, 1965, where it was just at, you know, March 4th, last Friday. So, gang, you know, that's my analysis. You know, that's how I would have viewed this right here, and we could see go ahead right back down to take profit 14. All right, gang.